Ever think about packing a suitcase and escaping to the middle of nowhere? Have you ever dreamed about living in a civilization beyond you for warm, deserted beaches? What if this place you dreamed of was on the opposite side of the continent? Would you still be devoted enough to pack up and go? Today's guest will talk about these and other experiences that she's encountered. The Humanities Mass Communications Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to the television of future writers, directors, and personalities. And now, join our host, Frankie Famous, to meet the next director.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All the people involved with this program are students in a television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests are about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 4 different productions. This program will give you the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they are planning, and give you a chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is an NCC student in the film and TV production course who has also an interest in overland traveling. She has traveled from Connecticut to Alaska for the past years, world as well. We would like you to meet our guest today, Sofie Seedorff.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I guess we'll start. You recently completed an extensive tour of North America. Besides the places you visited, what made your trips unique?
Well, in the past year, I traveled over 15,000 miles across North America, visiting places as far away as Alaska, New Brunswick, Baja, Mexico, and everything in between. One of my favorite places I visited was Sonora, Mexico, a little-known state on the Sea of Cortez, with beautiful deserted beaches to call your own with nothing surrounding you but hundreds of miles of sand dunes, salt flats, and extinct volcanoes. Although we considered this place a paradise, it is widely used as a route for drug cartels. And seeing the army patrolling the beach and desert did not reassure us that we would be safe. My mode of travel is equally as unique as the destinations, but a complete necessity. We chose to drive a Jeep Wrangler equipped for off-road use. Flying in and renting a car or SUV would not work because of the extreme terrain and remoteness of the places we chose to visit. We needed to be self-sufficient for weeks at a time and had to bring with us things like food, cooking, and camping gear, a water tank, a winch, Jeep parts, tools, a GPS, a portable shower, equipment for exploring like ropes and flashlights, and most importantly, 4 extra jerry cans of gas. Gas stations can sometimes be over 300 or 400 miles away, and because a lot of time we were driving overland through sand, desert, and rocky terrain, the Jeep uses way more gas. I don't like traveling as a tourist and being stuck to the typical program. But we did spend a few days in cities like LA, San Francisco, Las Vegas, and after camping for weeks at a time, getting a hotel in a city and seeing the sights was a nice break too.
Okay, nice. Well, can you tell us why you decided to take this TV production course?
Well, TV production is a requirement for journalism majors, but also I've always been a little bit curious about the TV production class. I've always passed the studio and seen students who I knew from other classes, so I was always wondering what they were doing in here. Also, in today's journalism world, no matter in what area you want to work, you kind of need to know a little bit of everything.
Okay. What are some of the most useful things you have learned in this TV course?
Well, first of all, I learned the basics in Avid, how to edit a scene, add a title, and the music, and so on. I also learned how to operate a video camera and pay attention to elements such as composition and framing. Also, we learned how to cut on action. For example, say, if a person sits down, you cut right before the action and take a close-up shot of the scene.
Okay, all right. So tell us about some of your projects, which is the Fall Project, your Orange Project, Action Sequence, and your Guns and Hoses project.
Okay, so in the fall project, I actually learned how to do poor man's dissolve, erect focus, and other elements of filming.
Okay, nice, nice. It's very beautiful right there.
The orange project was probably the one that we had the most time for to shoot, but it was also the first project, and therefore I was still in the learning process. So looking back at the orange project, I can really say that I improved since.
Okay, I see. Still good though.
The action sequence was at the very beginning of the semester, and we were trying to learn basic elements as cutting on the action. I mentioned that earlier, like sitting down, and you cut before the person sits down, basically, and move close up. And last, I have the Guns and Hoses project, which was an in-class project that was helpful to learn the basic idea of editing. We didn't have to worry about the scenes themselves because they were already provided. It was really more about learning how to put the clips on the timeline.
Okay.
So editing them together.
I see, okay. All right, well, after you showing us all your projects, can you tell me what is your best project?
Well, I feel like my best project was probably the fall foliage. It was the last project, so I had gained some knowledge at that point to actually make it look all right. Elements of the fall project were erect focus, poor man's dissolve, composition and framing, which could be lines of grace such as a natural C-shaped shore or a C-shaped driveway.
I see. Where do you take these? Where do you take these?
Backyard.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Well, all right, so what would you like to create next for your next project?
I guess since I like to travel, I guess I would like to edit some. We take a lot of videos while we travel, so most of it is not really, you can't really watch it because it's too bumpy and everything,
Yeah.
So I would like to, I guess, edit this all together
Okay.
to make it
All right.
actually watchable.
All right. Well, today we got to meet someone who shared with us the wonders of traveling. As a new TV director, she hopes to apply what she has learned at NTC to document other travel and nature experiences. She also plans to use the new knowledge from TV1 in editing exciting videos in the future. We would like to thank Sofie Seedorff for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we hope you enjoy meeting some of television's future directors, and we hope we will see you each week to watch our programs. Thank you and have a good day.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Frankie Famous, directed by Brian DeVivo. I'm your announcer, Adam Kaplowitz. This has been a Norwalk Community College student presentation.